Good morning. I'm here doing some spring cleaning in my place, and I wanted to come on here and talk about the importance of when you're cleaning, not just cleaning physically, but remember that we are body, soul, and spirit. So when you're cleaning your kitchen, your home, your room, the restroom, your car, remember you're cleaning the trash, you're cleaning what shouldn't be there physically. But remember and take that time to reflect. Maybe what are some thoughts you need to get rid of? What are some thoughts that you've been entertaining? Maybe some emotions that you haven't addressed? And spiritually, is there anything that you're struggling with that you haven't addressed or that you've been addressing a certain way and now you have to change that? I want to talk today about, do you ever feel stuck? I don't know if it happens to you. There's times whenever I clean out my closet and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to clean real in depth, especially right now with the spring cleaning. And then 2, 3 hours later, I'm like, why did I do this? Why? Why did I open up this can of worms? But this closet of clothes or this closet of a whole bunch of stuff. I'm blessed, but don't be afraid to reflect on your life. And you don't have to do it all at once. But reflect where you've been, where you are, and where you want to be. Now, you've heard it say in our world that what we do defines who we are. That what our parents did, our friends do, defines who we are. But to me, I'm here to tell you here today that that doesn't define who you are. The only true thing that defines who you are is your identity in God. Now, hear me out. The reason why I say this is Ezekiel 18 in scripture, in the Holy Bible, tells us that it doesn't matter what our parents have done. That doesn't define who we are or who we are to be. But many of us, including myself, there's been times where in the past, because our father, our mother comes from a certain lifestyle, they make certain decisions they've made in the past, or maybe some are still doing, we think, well, that's what I have to do because that's the family business. That's what I have to do because that's all that I know what to do. That's all that I have to do because those are the only doors that are opening. Or that's all whom I've known. How can I move on? Maybe you're going through a divorce. Maybe one of your parents was an alcoholic or a drug addict or whatever the case may be. But that doesn't define who you are. Maybe you had some sort of abuse growing up. That doesn't define who you are. There's this, I love to watch Criminal Minds. I don't know if you've all watched it. It's a FBI show. If you have Pluto, look it up. There's a channel specifically for Criminal Minds. So what I love about that show, I don't know if all the episodes, I don't remember, but towards the end of the episodes, they're always putting a scripture verse, a quote. And there's this quote that one of the agents, David Rossi, states, "Our scars reveal where we've been, the circumstances where we've been, but they do not necessarily have to dictate where we are going." You have scars, traumas. Okay, maybe your parents weren't involved. Maybe you've lived a certain lifestyle and now you're trying to get out of it. And there's many voices around us telling us you're never going to change. People don't change. No one's going to care for you. You've closed all your doors. Blah, 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 blah. You have so many negativity around us screaming. And not just people, But you have many spiritual people, spiritually speaking, in the spiritual realm. You have many religions, beliefs, that all they care about is to worship them. Give me sacrifices. Give me worship. It's all about you sacrifice yourself for me. Isn't that funny? But I'm here to tell you today that there's one God above all of them. Let me tell you why. Because that one God, yes, does he want worship, things like that? Yes. But more than that, he wants a relationship with you, with me, with everyone whom he created, because he created everyone. But forget about that for a moment. He wants a relationship with you. It's a two-sided. I want to feel loved by you, but I want to love you. Isn't that what we're all looking for here on earth too? With humans, we want to find a partner, not that completes us, but that we feel happy with. You have so much love that you want to give, so much attention, so much affection, etc., and vice versa. But there's this one omnipotent God who wants you, who loves you, who values you. And he sees, he knows everything. Oh, sorry, guys, a moment, the couch and then my knees hurt. Okay. He sees everything that you've been through and who you've been in the past. And he doesn't judge you. The only thing he tells you in Ezekiel 18, read that chapter. Ezekiel 18, he tells us, turn from your wicked ways and come to me. And he's not saying turn from your wicked ways because I want you perfect. No, he's saying turn from your wicked ways because as we continue to entertain those thoughts, those lifestyles, then I'll give you an example. Let's say you're an overthinker. Let's say you're an overthinker and I don't know, you're going through a situation or the fear of the unknown. You're thinking, and you're worrying, what if this, what if that, what if this, what if that, and what if this, and what if that? And you're just there. And time is wasted. You can't be with your friends. You can't be at work. You can't be with family. You can't even enjoy 5 seconds or 5 minutes to just breathe and be grateful that you're alive. Because you're just thinking and thinking and thinking. You feel that you have to figure it out by yourself right now. I do that a lot of times. And Stephen Furtick, a great pastor, said about 4 years ago in a sermon, a what if sermon, fear is having faith in the wrong what if. Your what if can be, what if this, what if that, what if this, what if that, what if this, what if that, and anxiousness and nervousness. Or it can be a confident, faith-filled, well, what if that happens? So what? I know who walks with me. What if that happens if I stand up for myself? So what? I know I'm standing up for the truth. What if that happens? What if, I don't know, I can't think of anything right now, but you know, the difference of what if and the fear that is driven with it, filled with it, provoked with it, fostering within you, as opposed to the faith-filled trust in God and his word saying, well, what if, or so what if we're talking about the past? So what my father wasn't involved in my life? So what if someone was an addict? So what if I did all these things? It doesn't have to dictate where I'm going. It should just reveal to me the struggles that I've been through and I can make it out. So what if I don't know how to do anything? So what? I have a dream and I have a God that wants a relationship with me, that loves me, that values me, that wants to see me make it out of this. He doesn't want to see me in this slump, in this dump. He doesn't want to see me living my life overthinking, and it's just stressing me out, causing anxiety, causing maybe now depression. Now you're falling into a sickness, and then eventually now you're dying because there's just so much going on. But he wants you to have life here on earth, not just what we're always talking about in heaven, but here on earth. He wants you to have it more abundantly. He wants you to be happy, joyful. So he says, turn from that wicked way that hasn't brought you more than just temporary joy for who knows how long. And every day that passes, it's less and less and less joy, but peace. Turn from that and focus on the truth of his word. You encountered whatever you encountered in life, whatever happened to you, circumstances in the past. Okay, cry, grieve it, feel the disappointment, but don't stay there. We're victims of circumstances, yes, but we don't have to remain a victim our whole life. Use what has happened to you as a testimony for others. Hey, grow in that companionship. Allow him to help you grow in that compassion for others, that you're accompanying them during their struggles and saying, hey, you're going to get through this. How can I help you get through this? And show them, that's what your testimony is. This is what I went through, and this is how I got out of that. And to know that you're not walking through it alone. You have the creator of all source things wanting your peace, wanting your attention, not for his own worship, but because he loves you, he values you, he wants you to prosper. He wants to talk to you. He wants to help you through it. Not just for you to light a candle for him, not just for you to make a sacrifice. This is not about a sacrifice that benefits him. This is about a change of lifestyle that is a bonus for him. But the main thing is you, your mental health, your well-being, your physical health, your emotions, your self-esteem, your love, your value. And watch, when you surrender to that truth, let go of what happened to you. Don't forget it. If you can, great. But there's some things we can't forget. But let's not let it dictate where we're going. Stop listening to those outside voices and listen to what God is saying. A God that says you're worth it. It doesn't matter what you've done. He's not justifying what your actions, but he's saying it doesn't matter what you've done. Just come to me. Hug me. Keep your mind and your spiritual eyes focused on me. Let me hug you when you felt that you didn't have love, when you're constantly being rejected in this world, when you're constantly being thrown judgment and stones. He says, come to me. I will give you rest. He doesn't say this in his word, not that I remember, but I know he told me. When you focus on me, don't focus on letting go of the other things. Try to, but don't overwhelm yourself. Don't preoccupy yourself with that. We want to say, okay, I need to let go of my addiction. And we focus so much on that. But he says, don't focus on that. Focus on me. Focus on what I'm telling you. And as you're walking towards me, I'm there with you, hugging you. Let me worry about what we need to get rid of for you to have your peace. You hear it from all around the world, counselors, everyone saying your thoughts have power. What you say about yourself, to others, but let's talk about ourselves, have power. What are you saying about your life? What are you entertaining? And watch and see the power. When you recognize the power that you have with your words, the power that you have with your thoughts over us, but over others, but over ourselves, it's amazing how much you can be stagnant or you can jump forward. What are you entertaining today? What have you been through? You don't have to tell me. You can post it in the comments and you want, and I can help you with prayer and help you, guide you. But think to yourself, where have you been? What traumas are you still holding on to that you haven't addressed? And what can you start addressing today to move forward to the best version that you want of yourself? You got this. So when you're cleaning, whenever you're cleaning, even if you're just washing one cup, when you wash the cup, say, imagine yourself spiritually. I'm cleansing whatever should not be in my life. Whether it's inside of us or whether it's around us, friends, family, environments, atmospheres, physical thing around us. Maybe you need to get rid of a pillow. Maybe you need to get rid of a candle. I don't know. I'm just saying things, but maybe you've been doing certain things with a candle that are just opening doors. It doesn't matter where you've been, what you've done. Don't let, but this is all I know. Whatever it may be, a relationship, a job, a trauma, a mistake, whatever it is. Your scars, your past reveals where you've been, but it does not have to dictate where you're going. And even if it's not the past, it's right now. Maybe you're watching this video and you're like, oh, Amalia, it's because you don't know what I've done. You don't know what I'm doing. I don't need to know. There's nothing that can separate us from God's love and from what God wants for us. He sent his son to die on the cross for you. You think he didn't know what you were going to do today? You don't think he knows what you're going to do in 5 years? He knows. He knows that you're going to reject him. But he still considered you worthy enough thousands of years ago to say, we're dying for that person. Because if that person wants to turn from their wicked ways and come to us, we're going to accept them with open arms because we want them. Can you imagine that? If I know you're going to betray me, well, I've kind of worked a little bit on myself, but if the person knows somebody's going to betray us, you think you'd be so loving with them? I don't know. But here this God says, doesn't matter what you're doing. All that matters is no matter what you've done, even 2 minutes ago or 18 minutes ago, if you've made it this far into the video, it doesn't matter what you did 20 minutes ago. What matters is what is your desire right now? Do you want to continue doing that? Or do you want peace all around? Do you want to feel love, genuine love? Not love tied with something, with an agenda, love tied with something behind it, but genuine love just because you are who you are, because you exist, because you were created, because somebody desires a relationship with you without nothing in return. Do you want that? Do you want to feel a sincere, genuine love from someone that values you, who sees you worthy? Not because you're giving him anything, but just because he loves you. Why wouldn't you want that? Many times here on earth, we're giving our attention and love to people who just want whatever we give them, good or bad, whatever you want to define it as. And here you have somebody that he's not asking anything in return except that you turn from your wicked ways and that you come to him so that both of you can have that peace. Just ask yourself that. And no matter, it doesn't matter if you're like, well, this is all I've known. I want to get a new job. I want to get my dream job, but I don't know how. I didn't know how to pray when I became a chaplain. I knew how to pray in silence. I knew how to pray about myself. But all you have to do is just want something. Put your mind, your thoughts into it, trusting the one who walks with you, in you, beside you, guiding you, directing you, opening doors for you, and you will make it. But the question is also, where do you want to go and why? But just for today, when you're washing anything today, cleaning anything, you're in the shower, especially in the shower, as that water is flowing through you, say, where do I need to cleanse? Show me, God. Look within yourself. You know what you need to get rid of. And flow today. God bless you.